Hello fellow diamond friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kalikaloo on the internet and I also go by the name of Kali, and I'm happy that you found your way back to today's video, which is a video more about our small shop called JollyGemShop. And in today's video I will be talking a little bit more about this week's new releases. So as always, you will get a little bit more of an insight into the artists, you will have a look at the creations, and I will also profit from it to tell you a little bit more about diamond placing, like special drill placing. Before I'm going to kick this off, just to go tell you that there will be like a special offer again this week. You know, every weekend the new releases will be like 10% off from the moment of their release, 12 p.m. CAT, and then until Sunday 11:59 p.m. CAT, you can get this 10% off. I'm also going to tell you that you can combine this offer, like the code, which will be added once you check out. You don't have to put any code in, it's just like automatic, but it can be like added to the free shipping code once you get like for 90 euros. An offer for 19 euros in order, you can get this free shipping code and then you get like free shipping to where you are. So let's start this week off with our very first release. It's called The Reverse Side and it's from Yulia Belasla. So Yulia Belasla is from Siberia, full-time artist with more than 15 years of painting experience. She creates painting of people, patterns and animals merged with abstract elements, inspired by the universal language of emotion. So she is really talented and she's like one of these artists that have like some art that really touches me. Like she really has a special art style which is like really unique to herself. I love this painting here, the reverse side, just because it does look very nice once you place it as well next to the Alice one we have from her, An Open Conversation. I really love how both of these paintings look next to each other. So we are having actually this painting in few different sizes. We have it in a small one, 40 by 50, 60 by 75 and 80 by 100. So this is the version you can see, like this is the bigger version, 80 to 100. And if you want, there's like, I think it's diamonds and dots. I'm not sure. I'm going to correct it should it be wrong. But she's actually currently working on An Open Conversation. And if you go check her out, you can see that this person character has also lines, golden lines around it. And this does look metallic. And I feel like with this one, you get the same effect. So if you would like to bling it up a little bit, you could definitely work with the gold around and use some metallic drills, for example, for these. So, or you could also enhance like the metallic parts in the mask. And I would also love to work with some reds. Maybe red ABs or fairy dust drills would look very nice in this one. So our fairy dust drills are actually called twinkle drills. So you can find them since we added them with the metallic drills this week. We had this ongoing offer, like if you bought one canvas, you got 4 special drills of your choice for free. There were a few people who like kind of placed their order and added some special drills to them, so they did actually get them. We were sending them out recently. So the same could be done with this one. So maybe metallic for the golden parts and then red twinkle or a bees for the hair and the mask part as well. So you could even add more of the blue turquoise color in the mask, and also like in the different patterns you can see in the background. I think this would look really nice for this painting here. I also take the time just to tell you that we sell all of these paintings in squares and rounds of your choice, and you can buy the customization drills like also in both squares or rounds. They are always big bags. So this is this. I also like to tell you that all of our drawings, paintings that we sell are of course legally licensed paintings. So a part of what we make is of course going to the artists. So we try to support them, and it's really important to us like to license everything legally. So up to the next one, we have Vattenbärer. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it, but it's water bearers, and it's from Johan Flock. And he's also known as Elf, and this is also traditional painting. So it was done in the traditional way by the artist. Let me tell you a little bit more about Johan. We have already a few of his paintings as well in our stock. And his name is Johan Flock, or Elf, Elf with the pen if you want to go looking him up on Instagram. And he's a painter and musician from Sweden who loves escapism. His art often comes from dreams he has had or vivid visions, and are usually meant to transport the beholder to unreal, otherworldly places and moments. Often you will find his art depicting lush nature, people, and some sort of mystery. And that's really what you can see in his different paintings that we have. That's why I also love the Astronomy Tower so much, or like the Ritual, or like the Sky Beast. This was the very first one we had from him. Like, he has really special style of drawing as well. And the Water Bears is not different from that. So we are selling it in 3 sizes: 40 by 50, smaller version, 60 by 75, medium size, and 80 by 100, bigger version. I love how you have like what makes this painting so attracting, I think, for myself, is that you have like the distance that is not really, it's like really magical, because you have this person grabbing like the vase here, and she looks really close. She's really close up. And then we have this person who really looks far away or really small, even though the distance doesn't seem to be that far away. So this is really something that I like about this painting so much. For the enhancement, you could definitely work again with the gold. I would place some ABs or like metallic drills or crystals even on the golden parts, the bracelets, and the one she has on her foot. You could even work with gems like crystals for the green parts in the bracelet. I think this would lovely. You can also add like a little bit of white for here, like the light where it hits the vase, like maybe white ABs would look lovely. And then you could like work with the person here. Like, I would either go more into the water and add some ABs or twinkle drills to the water, or I would really focus on that person there. So I would not mix it up. This would be like a little bit too much in my opinion, but either I would focus it, like I said, on the ocean or on the girl. And of course, like all the golden parts you can see here. And a little bit light reflection we have here as well. So this is a very nice illustration. I love how this is like more traditional as well. But let's move on to the next one, which becomes a little bit more digital this time. So this one is Jasmine, and she is from Livona Art. Let me tell you a bit about Livona. So her real name is Nadia Levoshenko, and she's a freelancer from Ukraine. And she also likes to draw cute girls, and not only that, she also creates various characters for games and printing. So she's called Livona Art on Instagram if you want to check her out. And this is one of her mermaids. And I really love this one. And she so far got a lot of nice feedback as well on our Instagram. So really, really cute. Let's see, we have her in 3 sizes as well: 50 by 50, 60 by 60, 70 by 70. Again, you can order her in rounds or squares. And for the placement, you can work with so much. I would actually keep the background again clear, like with normal drills. But I think which would look lovely here would to place some ABs or even some glow-in-the-dark ones on the small bubbles you can see. Like really the outline of the bubbles. And I think this would look so nice. And then you could even go further and use the same AB, like to outline the whitish parts you have of her clothes. Like this really transparent part, you could outline this with the ABs, or if you want, with the glow-in-the-darks. Then, of course, you could add like some special drills as well. Like, why not work again with the metallic drills for the crown, the earrings, the necklace, and maybe the other parts like her bracelet or the parts in her hair. I think this would look also like very stunning. You could add some blue crystals to it or even blue ABs. To all of these very beautiful parts. If you want, you could also work a little bit with orange for this part here, the sea star. Like, this is really a painting where you could use a lot of bling if you want to use it. Otherwise, you could go like really neutral on her crown and on the jewelry, but then you could work with black or a little bit of like grayish into the highlighted parts of her hair to give it like more dimension and more sparkle. Again, I know that some people don't like the black ABs because they have like this oilish color to them, but this is really up to you. I would not really work with the black. I would more work with the highlights you can see, like these wider, clearer spots. And I would add some clearer parts like gray or even white to it to make it sparkle more. For those who really want to add some more, you can still work with the fin a little bit if you want to add some yellow to that, or you could make the eyes sparkle a little bit more with some ABs. So this is really a very cute painting, I think, where we are looking for to find maybe more of the series. What do you think? So definitely very cute. Let's move on and let's get to the Stag Princess. And the Stag Princess is actually by Natalia Zaitseva. And if I can tell you a little bit more about her before we describe the painting. So Natalia is a digital illustrator from Germany this time. Her favorite themes are history and fantasy, which are often featured in her art. Her goal is to make art and tell stories by drawing little scenes with cute characters and detailed backgrounds. She is particularly fond of old architecture and enjoys drawing castles and little timber-framed houses. So if you go check her out, like on Instagram, you can find all of her very cute drawings. She even added one today, which is really, really cute, about elves who are having a feast. So this is Stag Princess by Natalia Zaitseva, and we have it in 3 different sizes: a 45 by 60 again, a 60 by 80, and a 70 by 90 this time. So a little bit smaller than the other ones that we had. Again, just to say, there's a difference with the coloring. You see, this is like more vivid than this one. Please don't be afraid. Once you place down the drills on our final canvases, like, they will be really, really sparkly and really vivid. So this is that, and for the placement of special drills, if you want to add something, you could definitely work with the bow and the arrow. Why not use a white for that? You could also work a little bit on her clothes. I think she looks so royal and regal. Why not add a little bit to the crown, like again the metallic ones or the ABs. Add some golden or dark yellow parts also into her clothes with a little bit of greenish. You could also work a little bit in the stag if you want. Otherwise, if you want to keep her clear, I would work just with the bow, the crown, and maybe like the flowers, add a little bit to that, and then keep the stag and the princess for the rest clear. Like, these were parts that I would see highlighted in this part here. You have a little variety of brownish, greenish colors also for twinkle drills and especially for ABs in our stock. So you just have to have a look at our customization page and you can find it. Let's move on to the next one. So this one is called Boo, and it is by Nich. So Nich Greenie on Instagram, she has really colorful artwork, which makes this one so special. So she does actually draw a lot of very traditional artwork. So she mainly is a traditional and self-taught artist, and she loves colors, which we can see in all of her paintings, antique and romantic aesthetics, and above all, making art that connects with people. So I think that she does that pretty well. We have Boo here, and Boo is also a painting we have in 3 sizes, a 40 by 50, 60 by 70, and 80 by 100 if you want to go very, very big. I love these neon colors in here, and doesn't she look cute with the little horns? So here's a lot we can do again. Like, I would really see like this part here, like the little stars. You could actually bling them up pretty easily with white or clear blue. You could even add crystals in these parts here if you would want to, or the little, like, you see the little white points over here all over the canvas sprinkled. I think that would look really nice. Then you also can work with the pink if you love to do the cats. I would like you probably use twinkle drills for these, like, just because, like, then it gives them more texture. And you could work with her eyes, give them a little bit more of a sparkle. You could highlight, of course, her earrings again with metallic drills or just ABs. Like, everything I say, you can replace it by what is like looks better to you. And for the rest, like, I would keep her that way. Like, I would not go too much into detail. Of course, you could work some pink into her hair if you would like. But I really love like the simplicity of it here, like the eyes, maybe like the stars, the reflections here, and the cats. That's definitely something I personally would do for this painting. Let's move on to the next one. And this one is an artist we have not yet presented in our shop. So let me just go and get to it. Otherwise, I really can't remember all of them by heart. So we have here Sleepy Eve. You can find her also on Instagram. And she actually did write me a longer text. So her name is Anastasia and she's a digital artist. And she's really happy to meet you all. She's been drawing since her childhood, but art university broke her for the last 3 years. She almost gave up on her goals, but now she's back and heading towards her dreams. She also asked her to join her on her art journey. So please do that and go support her as well on Instagram. I'm so sorry again to read that art school like broke her, especially since art, and this often happens at universities or school, they kind of put you in a mold often and they want to transform you. Like, not always, but that does happen sometimes. And this is really sad because like you might lose your individuality, unfortunately. So in her drawings, she tries to focus on the emotions and personality of the character. And she's always learning and wants her artwork to improve and become more lively and interesting. So go show her some love because she has really gorgeous artwork as well. And like I said, it's a digital art. Like, this is the very first one we published from her, and it's called Magic Spell. And we got it in 2 sizes, a 60 by 75 and an 80 by 100. And even though the Season of the Witches is done by now, I really love this painting, and I think it would fit so well into next Season of the Witches, like Drills and Chills, something like that. And you could definitely bring this up with like the light, the spell you get around here, like either use white or really use like bluish for this part here. You could also work with the book, like add some extra drills, golden, metallic drills or crystals for the blue parts. You could work with her earrings again, add some highlights of pink into her very, very long braid of the hair. Or you could even use like some pink for like the crystals we can see down here, like either for the pink one or the gray one we have here in the front. But I would definitely go with like this spell, the light we see from the spell that's coming up of it from the soil. So definitely one point to highlight in my opinion. And I would go for the book. And then maybe add something to her earrings and the necklace, because not too much like on the upper part, maybe if you want to add something, but I really would focus on these little few parts for the bling bling. Let's move on and let's get to the last of this week's new releases. And this is from one artist you can find in different shops by now. It's from Ultramar Illustrations. And Ultramar, let me just like read you what she says about herself. If I can quickly find it. Oh, here we go. So she did tell us that she's She's an artist from Mexico, and her art is her biggest hobby. And she likes to illustrate pictures in a fantasy style with very big variety of colors. And she would love for the inspiration. She finds the inspiration in her favorite artists, and she hopes that one day she will become like also someone's favorite artist. So we really hope that this will happen. I really am a big fan of her artwork. When I first found it, I was so stunned by the beauty of it. Like, there's a simplicity in it, but like all of her gorgeous fairies are so beautiful. Like, and I love how she adds this watercolor, and especially the hair of each and every single one of them is so magical and so gorgeous. So we have here Cloud, and we have it in 3 different sizes. One's in 40 by 50, one's in 60 by 75, and one's in 80 by 100. And this is so magical. Like, this does not just look like the clouds, but it also looks like the ocean. And again, here you have so much possibilities to work with. Like, you could highlight the orange part, the yellow part of the sun in the background, but I would focus really on her and on that hair. Like, you could work with white and slightly pinkish, because it's slightly pinkish, ABs, or twinkle drills, like for this part here. Like, twinkle drills again are fairy dust drills, just to outline this. And then I would add like some blue strings into it, like clear blue strings of ABs, of twinkle drills. And then you have some white spots. There I would definitely use some either glow in the dark white dots or ABs. Like, they are really sprinkled all over. And if you want to focus some more, you could even add some here in the clouds, but I would mainly focus on her hair. You can see that the tip of her ears are a little bit pinkish reddish. If you want to do something with that, you can go for it. But personally, I would focus on her hair and maybe on the sun, just like to get this main part to be highlighted a little bit more. So let me know in the comments down below if you may have some other ideas for blinging up these paintings. I think this can always help. Do you have a favorite one as well from the collection of this week's new releases? Let us know. So I'm always happy to read your comments and to get your opinions about the paintings we have in our shop. Also show the artists some love as well. They always do their best and they try to improve. And stay tuned if you love art and you want to hear more about our artists on our webpage and also on my YouTube channel. There might something be up in 1 week or 2 that you might like. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and bye guys!